What's going on, everybody? It's Warren. Welcome back to the Cosmic Wonder, where we talk all things Marvel and MCU, and today we got a new little trailer from IMAX, and it actually has a lot of new footage and new dialogue, especially coming from Electro. More than just, "You're not gonna take this away from me," which is all we've heard him say so far. As you'll see, this is kind of a villain trailer. It says Spider-Man's greatest villains have been unleashed. But one very important part of this trailer is that it actually confirms some leaks that we got a while ago. And a lot of people are claiming that there could be another Spider-Man in this trailer that is not Tom Holland's Spider-Man. A Spider-Man on the Statue of Liberty scaffolding has been spotted, but when you zoom in, it's not too clear. Is this just Tom, or could it perhaps be a different Spider-Man, and could this be another editing mistake by Sony and Marvel? But I'll show it to you and let you decide for yourself. Also, Tom Holland, Zendaya, and Jacob Batalon have done a promotion for Spider Monday, which is only a couple of days away. And we're going to talk about if there could be a lot more footage coming on Cyber/Spider Monday. But first, thank you so much to Surfshark for sponsoring this video. Guys, you know I'm a huge fan of VPNs, especially when it comes to watching my TV shows and, of course, security. I use Surfshark VPN to watch Netflix shows that aren't available in my country, and I also use it when I travel so I can continue to watch the same TV shows no matter where I am in the world. Surfshark VPN helps you change your virtual location, so you can access and unblock content libraries and streaming services from other countries. We have the Hawkeye series coming up on Disney Plus, and if you don't get that in your country, Surfshark VPN is the solution for you. I also use Surfshark VPN to keep my data safe. I do a lot with my computer and my network with YouTube. The last thing that I want is my information getting out there to somebody. Surfshark VPN encrypts your online data and helps to secure your personal information when using free public Wi-Fi. It also masks your IP address so you become private online. And the best part is, if you click the link below and use code COSMIC at surfshark.com, you can get 83% off Surfshark and an extra 4 months for free. So check out this IMAX trailer if you haven't yet, and pay very close attention to it.
Look at this place and all the possibilities.
Hello, Peter.
Do I know you?
This December,
They're a danger to our universe.
Spider-Man's greatest enemies are unleashed in IMAX.
I promise I'll fix this.
Spider-Man: No Way Home. Experience it in IMAX, coming soon.
There are a few things that we see here. One is that we see new shots of Jamie Foxx's Electro. We also have new dialogue from him. So let's start off by talking about that. Jamie Foxx's Electro says, "Look at this place and all the possibilities." Now, obviously, he is in a new universe. The last time we saw him, he died. At least he seemingly died. Some people argue that he could have been transported or teleported somewhere at the end, but I'm pretty sure he died, especially since one of the trailers says they all die at the hands of Spider-Man. So when he says, "Look at this place," he's talking about the new universe, the new New York. A New York where the Avengers now exist, or what's left with them, or the new Avengers. A place where Stark Industry exists, and we know that he's gonna get a Stark reactor somehow. And that could have something to do with what he is wearing. Now, when I said there was an important leak that was confirmed, this is kind of what I was talking about, because a long time ago we got a bunch of leaked pictures of some villains that were believed to be fake, but now it's confirmed that they are real, because in those leaked photos, Jamie Foxx was wearing this kind of construction worker uniform. The same exact one we see here, where Jamie Foxx's Electro is talking to somebody kind of behind curtains or bars here. I'm betting that it's bars. He's wearing this kind of yellow jacket, and it's the same one that we saw in the leaked photos. Now, this means the other leaked photos that we saw of Willem Dafoe and Doc Ock were real. And this also gives us further evidence that some leaked photos that came out with Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire are also probably real. Because so far, all of the photos that kind of came out and were leaked around this time have seemed to be proved legitimate. There was also a scene with all of the villains inside of all of their cages inside of Doctor Strange's sanctum. These photos are seemingly real as well, because once again, they showed Jamie Foxx wearing this coat. And now we've seen Doc Ock in one of those prison cells in the sanctum as well, so everything's looking to be pretty true here. So for the people who are doubting that Tobey and Andrew are in the movie, I get it, but there's so much evidence now. And we'll talk about even more in just a bit, but let's talk about a brief new scene with Doc Ock and Peter. Brief new footage of Doc Ock throwing cars at Spider-Man. Now, when the promotional photos from Empire and Entertainment Weekly, when they were all released, of course they all had pictures of this scene and this famous bridge. Now, for a while we were wondering what exactly was Peter running away from, and here I think he is actually saving some of the cars. We can see Doc Ock is throwing cars around, and it's possible that they could have people inside them or they could be going to hit people. A lot of people were kind of giving the movie crap because they were like, oh, Spider-Man's running away from Doc Ock, he's scared, but I definitely don't think that's the issue here. I don't think Tom Holland's Spider-Man is running away. I think he's probably trying to save people or use the cars in some way against Doc Ock. And we get a brief new clip of him kind of wrapping him up in his arms, bringing him towards him. We've seen this a little bit, it's just a slightly bit of extended footage, which seems to be what these TV spots are doing. And side note for the people saying that they're showing too much, they're really only showing a few scenes. You gotta keep in mind, it's a 2.5 hour movie, a little bit over 2.5 hours, and all in all, they've probably showed us 3 minutes and 30 seconds of footage from the movie. And these TV spots just add a slightly bit of new footage each time, so don't worry, they're not spoiling the entire movie. The leaks are really what is giving the movie away. But hey, we like to talk about leaks. We have talked about Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man and Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man showing up in Spider-Man No Way Home for a very long time. And speaking of that, there is a very interesting part of this TV spot here that shows a Spider-Man, and I say that very intentionally, on the scaffolding on the Statue of Liberty. Now, there's been a lot of debate online right now on who this Spider-Man could actually be. Some people say, hey, that's Tobey. Some people say, that's Andrew. Now, this really is a blink and you'll miss it type of moment, especially if you don't know what you're actually looking for. I didn't see any Spider-Man there the first time either. And after looking at it now, it is extremely hard to make out. You still can't really see a clear face, but what I do see is this Spider-Man is holding what looks to be that cube that Doctor Strange had. Now, this is a pretty big giveaway, unfortunately, that this is Tom Holland's Spider-Man, because we've actually seen him in this scene on the Statue of Liberty scene holding the box. This cube that Doctor Strange was seemingly using to send all of the villains back to their own respective universes. This cube is kind of the key to everything here, to sending everybody back to their universes, but also keeping our universe kind of stable. We've seen the end of the main trailer where Doctor Strange says they're coming through and I can't stop them. Now, what is coming through? Well, it could be other universes, it could be other villains. We do know that Spider-Man No Way Home leads up into Multiverse of Madness, where everything's going to be into madness. So the chances that some universes start to collide at the end of Spider-Man No Way Home is actually pretty high. Now, could this be another Spider-Man? Sure, the editing of Marvel has been very clever over the years. And even though we've seen Tom Holland's Spider-Man holding that cube, that doesn't mean that another Spider-Man can't be holding the cube as well. After all, they're all going to be working together, and we've already seen some pretty clear evidence that the other two Spider-Men are in this movie and have been edited out of some scenes in the trailer. But I still do think that this is probably Tom Holland's Spider-Man. I don't think they'll show the other two Spider-Men before the movie comes out. But could they be teased, perhaps in a TV spot, or if there is a final trailer? Yes, they could be teased. In fact, they have already pretty much been teased, especially some of the lines from Doc Ock. So could that happen in a final trailer, a final TV spot? Yeah, it could. And in fact, today, Tom Holland, Jacob Batalon, and Zendaya did a promo for Sony reminding people about Spider Monday and when tickets go on sale that day. Now, they didn't say that any new footage or anything was going to be released, but I'm willing to bet that there is. I mean, we're basically getting a TV spot every day now, every other day. They all include a little bit of new footage. And since they are actually promoting the day, I'm willing to bet that we get something, maybe a clip on Good Morning America, maybe just a clip on YouTube, a new TV spot, something. And hopefully whatever comes out gives us just a little bit more than we've gotten so far. I would like a tease of the other two Spider-Men. I wouldn't like to see them, but I wouldn't mind seeing two shadows or possibly hearing some theme music. And if there is indeed going to be another final trailer, which we are unsure about right now, I wouldn't mind seeing that tease in that final trailer. But in the meantime, let me know what you think about this new IMAX trailer spot, and let me know which Spider-Man you think that is on the Statue of Liberty there. Also, don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date on the MCU, and I'm still doing my Spider-Man collectible giveaway. All you got to do to enter is subscribe to my channel and Cosmic Culture and leave some comments on some recent videos. For live updates, you can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, and as always, thank you all so much for watching. Woof woof.